Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them.
Also, mental health days as well, because I was not feeling...
They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the human revolution, seem to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human.
I'm not exactly 100% sure, but...
High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
But I want to go live, and if I can go live, I will be going live April 8th, or not April 8th, no, I'm not, I'll be going live at Matsuri, yeah, but other than that, I'm going to get into the game. I was just updating basically what I've been going through and what I've been doing. Very Boston. Yeah. I'll have a I don't even know, but I can put that as like a noun. Also, I'm probably gonna start getting only because I love the PlayStation 4 to be H. I would prefer a PC. I was originally on a PC, so that would really explain a lot of things. Alright, so to be honest, I don't remember what's going on.
Here we are. The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io.
Is that important?
Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
How so?
Generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories, with an emphasis on hybrids' rights and cybernetics issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups. They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news source.
Can you tell me more about these coalitions?
In the early 2020s, the California government was pretty much going bankrupt. A poor national economy and repeated voter initiatives meant the state didn't have the tax revenue to continue running municipal services. They kept pushing the tax burden down the totem pole until poorer cities were just flat broke. No police, no road work, complete public service collapse. Then, one of the smaller cities sold all of their public infrastructure, police and fire included, to a private corporation.
I appreciate it.
This was eventually challenged in court, but several Silicon Valley corporations started a grassroots initiative to have citizens pass an amendment to the state constitution allowing it. They succeeded, and most of the major cities in the state sold off their public services to private corporations. Some places, like Los Angeles, just sold to the highest bidder. Which is probably why LA is essentially in a constant gang turf war, with one side wearing the uniforms of the studio-owned police forces.
I'm listening.
The cities in the Bay Area were a little more selective, and most of the municipal services are owned by multi-corporation coalitions.
I'm not sure that I'm interested in buying followers. But, yeah, thanks. I'll keep you around, I suppose. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works anyways. But yeah. If you didn't hear my spiel in the beginning, I'm back from, like, a project that I'm working on. I will be, hopefully, if I can figure out how to stream that, I will be streaming my adventure on the project that I'm working on at Japanese Sakura Matsuri Festival. So if you want, I put my Twitter so that way you can see my updates on my project. I haven't posted anything yet, but I will. And I will, either through Twitter or something, I will be doing a live on my project. And I will be posting things for the project today. And that's mainly the reason why I haven't been on in a long time, because I've been working on something else other than being on here. And, yeah. If you have any other questions, I definitely will answer.
They split the bill of running the city between them and keep each other from being too corrupt in their usage of the police force and such, from fear of a PR disaster and being kicked out of the coalition. It means there isn't as much money going around, which is why the NSFPD's equipment is out of date and the meshnet is so successful over normal cable networks. After all, without the promise of a city infrastructure bought and paid for, the corporations all treat running the city like a charity and PR stunt.
Go ahead, sorry.
But at least the police aren't irredeemably corrupt. The fire trucks still show up on time, and the water runs to all parts of the city. That can't be said for some areas of the state.
I didn't realize things were that bad elsewhere. Why hasn't the federal government stepped in? Because the federal government is corrupt?
I haven't spent enough time learning about the subject, or politics in general, to give you an educated answer.
Of course, darn. We all know the answer.
If I go by the posts people make on the meshnet, I'd say a combination of having bigger fish to fry and caving to corporate pressure. People seem certain that the larger multinational companies would love to be able to buy their own towns on a national scale, and are pumping money into Congress to try and make that happen. They hold up Neo-SF as an example of their success, while trying to bury the problems in LA as an anomaly. Combine that with unrest abroad, and I guess they don't have a whole lot of motivation to try and stop it. Historical precedent seems to lend credence to this interpretation, if you're willing to believe my hasty readings on the subject.
Fair enough. Thanks for filling me in. Really, well, not for boring.
You're welcome.
I love you, Tori.
I am happy to assist.
I love Tori so much. Yes, I actually really am a good listener. Granted, I do have my share of own problems, but I do love listening to people and their problems. Because, you know, I'm a good person.
Bulbitis riparia, one of the more popular display ferns in recent times. Expensive, given the cost of caring for it. The species is native to threatened tropical forests, but it became a popular import after being endorsed by a former child star turned conservationist.
Thanks to a new environmentalist ordinance, tampering with a bioplanner gets a stronger community service sentence than most misdemeanors. As it should be.
The Meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us. All we have to do now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans this time.
Why not? Shenanigans are fun. Like, what's that thing over there on the floor? Then IK-47 Executive Series ROM designed for office and high-level account maintenance. Can we touch it? Better leave it. Looks like to be in the middle of a high-value calculation work. Wait, did someone take my spoiled milk?
The IK-47 aren't known for being verbose. Better leave it.
But it's so adorable just sitting there on the floor. Sweet, and I'm up in that game.
This game gives me the urge to start quacking uncontrollably. Is something wrong with me?
No. A sharp-dressed woman stares you down. Don't look away. No need to shake her hand before you speak.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye. You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
Yeah. A Hassy Hot would hit the spot. Totally.
Ah, good choice. My assistant will bring it right away.
Your assistant? But aren't you the assistant?
Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this. Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right.
Ooh.
So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Someone is tampering with your articles on a match.
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
What kind of changes are being made?
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution. That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the human revolution if I don't have to.
Why are you so sure this isn't an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else.
By. I appreciate it.
They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones.
You're cooking, King? What are you cooking?
All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand. I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
That's so nice. Do you have any idea where I should start looking?
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net.
That's so sweet. Mother's Day? You guys have different dates than we do. Hold on. Unless I'm just like crazy and I really actually need to go talk to my mom right now. Hold on. Let me check the calendar. You got me all messed up over here. Because usually Mother's Day is after my mom's birthday, and my mom's birthday is in April. So.
Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself.
Mom's Day is...
The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions
our Mother's Day is
striking.
May 8th.
It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than Lips or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Okay, that's a start.
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Yikes. You're so venomous. Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted?
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated.
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So, you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Okay, Zen, you don't exist. We got it. What's the real reason you're bringing in outside help? Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? 'Cause I'd really like to avoid that.
What?
And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
Yikes. I mean, shit doesn't stink, does it? Like, jeez. That's it for now. I'll get back to you if I have more questions.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me not even secondhand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Okay, jeez.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help.
I mean, like, I would have rather dealt with Jess.
She never brought you that hassy either. Is it always like this?
I don't know. She knows the game, but we didn't walk away with nothing. People don't usually give away much. Secrets are expensive.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path. Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
Uh-oh, what happened? Okay. Yeah.
What the... That's Sin!
Oh, shoot. What? We were just... And nobody even thought to catch her? What the hell happened?
She was defenestrated.
Defenestrated? What is that?
Emergency services are already on the way, and we are severely ill-equipped to help her. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here. Perhaps we can still dispense justice.
Alright, cool, I guess. No, let's look at the menu real quick. No, let's go inside. Stuff got real.
It looks like the desk has been cleared off. Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence.
So don't touch anything.
The police will be here soon.
One of those bland office paintings that just looks like color splotches on an awful white background.
Not my style, but I like the warm tones.
Oh. And here you are, peeking at the video games after you've been told repeatedly to get what you need and hurry out of this place. Well, I mean, she's gone now. You ignore the murder evidence and thumb through the cartridges. A mint condition Super Indie Cards Jr. Hey, I'm just saying, video games, man.
This game looks suitable if you're craving both high-speed racing action and watermelons.
Look, I just thought it would be a good idea to look at the video games. What you want? Yes, we have celebrities in America. Alright. So silly.
personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files. Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
Right, because you don't have any.
Most of this isn't very interesting. Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
Alright. Charlie. This plant seems to have survived the devastation.
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help. But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor, or any other thermal hotspots.
A robot? You're saying no one else was in here? Yeah, where's her robot at?
It doesn't look like it. We should go. There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Son of a...
Ooh, Lexi, sorry. I didn't even get a chance to look at the other stuff. Grr.
I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
No. This is a total misunderstanding.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did.
It's only half a lie.
Fine, fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Yikes.
Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
But the other stuff in here. Where's the robot? Why did you lie to Lexi? We could have told her about the articles.
Because it's better this way. We are chasing smoke trails. You think she would assist such an unlikely investigation?
Geez, Turing. When did you become like me?
I do not need you to infer upon my motivations or highlight my duplicity.
Oh, jeez. You used to be so sweet.
Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zin gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Literally. Okay. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out? We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. Now, unless you have further recriminations to level at me, we must not squander the time my dishonesty bought us. I have highlighted the main Neo-SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map.
Turing, what have I done to you? I've made you so
Let's
aggressive.
Go.
I mean, you're cute and you're nice and adorable, but the stuff that comes out your mouth today.
hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start.
Oh, okay. So is that your way of apologizing from the way you were just talking to me?
I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
Do you know anything about TMI Entertainment? What do you know about Charlie? No. I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes?
Jeez, Turing.
I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making.
Any other time, you would literally just tell me.
We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own.
Yikes. Why are you being like this? So now you decide to shut up. Yeah, because you're being a dick.
Quite.
Ooh. Who are you? What happened? Ooh, bunny girl. Hi. A hybrid receptionist bobs on her heels. She either has had a long day standing or is just fidgeting. Sounds like me. If I'm standing in a place for too long, I end up like either walking around or just fidgeting with something. ADHD.
I know you're used to computers being your only coworkers, but with humans, you only have to speak to them if you want them to do something.
Is it because I keep touching people? Why the way you're talking to me? I'm sorry. I like touching. Oh,
welcome
so
to
cute.
TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
Oh my gosh, you're so freaking cute. Oh my god. No, but we need to talk to whoever is in charge here. We need to speak with Charlie Nova. I mean, you're so cute and adorable. There's no way you just, bug out if I ask for Charlie.
I really can't let you in without an appointment. I can maybe pencil you in for next Wednesday?
We don't have time for this.
Turing.
People's lives are on the line here, and all you care about is an appointment?
Can you stop being an a-hole to my cute bunny? Like, I'm about to scrap your ass. Calm down, Turing.
Look, if it's that important, I can buzz you through to Sympathy. But she isn't going to be very happy about being bothered off schedule, so don't get your hopes up. And, try not to make her too mad. I'll be the one dealing with the fallout.
Oh no, we can't do that to you, poor little strawberry buddy.
Right, of course. I apologize. We will be as tactful as possible, I assure you.
Oh, there's the Turing, I know. What the hell was that? How to slap you?
Okay, she's over on the other side of the room. Head straight there, because she doesn't like it when people bother the talent.
Also, yeah, this isn't really considered that, so that's fine. Rigs and active assistant. The film assistant of some kind is taking a break. An L newsroom putters speedily across the production floor, frantically looking for the next big scoop. I should give it to him. The newsroom doesn't take the care comment from an unaffiliated freelancer. Well, fine then. Is TMI's lead cinematographer? At least he seems like one.
Hey, you! Over here, now.
Okay.
What are you doing bothering my people? I thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day.
Nina?
I swear, that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
I'm a little confused. Are you sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you.
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief.
I'm so confused.
What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We are trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about.
Am I talking to the person behind the desk? They blended in with the wall. I was so lost.
Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
We're willing to trade info with you.
Not interested. I already have a pretty decent idea of where to look next. And if that doesn't pan out, I have our primary server cluster chewing through mesh posts looking for inconsistencies. I'll figure this one out on my own, without some newbie mucking things up.
There's like a slurpy probably players, but then we need to back so we don't get slurpy. But since we don't have slurpees and built-in filters, so I was thinking to give up. But I realized, well, I don't drink slurpees. Too much sugar, too much corn syrup. It's just unhealthy. Like, if they made a more healthier Slurpee, cool. But, to be honest, that's probably why they made raw juice. It's a smoothie, but I think it's considered the same thing. I don't know. I will break the story under TMI's banner.
Ha! I'm not hiring, kid. I admire your spirit, but I've got people putting in lots of hours on this one. You're not getting the credit because you think you have a hot lead. Plus, if you really did, you wouldn't be here begging for my scraps.
Jeez, say that to Zen.
Zin? Augmented eyes, Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie. If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown.
Ooh.
Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
Okay. Sympathy. He's practically glowing and has people waiting on him hand and foot. Definitely the talent, Charlie Nova. Wait, this is Charlie Nova? Ooh, I like ya. That was nice. Oh, you liked it. Catch it too again. Let me stop being weird. someone actually let me touch them.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM. Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand.
Look, I'm gonna let that slide because you let me touch you.
Very sleek, very clean. Bravo. Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up.
She has a beard. Okay, you know what? We're not even gonna go there. I was just, that's why I was like, I'm confused. Was there a typo, or is this legit like a person who identifies as she? Well, I mean, she has a womanly voice. Maybe it's just a costume. I don't know. Maybe she likes the look. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I want to know. I'm confused, so that way I can address her properly. Well, I mean, I guess everyone's saying she, so I can say she. I care too much.
Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Charlie Nova, host of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you,
I don't know. I like your style. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do.
Ooh.
I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story. Have you?
I mean, I don't mind. I am pretty interested.
After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova. But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
What can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that.
No.
We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know? Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on. What next?
Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it.
Something that happens every single time?
They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy.
If you say so.
So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
We've heard of other people posts getting altered too. You're telling me you don't know anything are?
I'm not quite sure what you're insinuating, but I don't think I like it.
Well, I mean, you can't be that dumb.
I am a pillar of this community, and I care deeply about our reports getting to the viewer the way they're intended. I assure you that Sympathy is on top of the situation, and with that, I'll have to bid you good day.
Ooh.
All right, that's enough. Charlie has a
Doesn't
show
seem
to get
whatever,
ready for.
actually.
He's
He
told
would've
you
got
everything
upset.
he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you got, come back and see me again.
It doesn't seem that if whatever I say, I would have pissed them off anyways. They don't give me much options.
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now.
Cheesed off.
Maybe she can get. I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder? Oh no. On second thought.
It'll only take a minute.
All right, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Ooh, I have spoiled milk. That's just asking for an ass whooping. I should do it but I don't feel like I'll get anywhere if I do it. Oh, but okay, we'll do it the right way. I have a choice. Give me a choice. Why would you give me a choice like that? Don't do that.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
We just wanted to bring you your cup of coffee and make sure that there were no hard feelings.
Ha! That's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Now, Scram, you know how to get in touch with me if you need me.
Alright.
That did not go well at all.
Well, I mean, it could have gone worse. You know, I could have put spoiled milk in there. I'm just saying. It could have gone worse.
We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
If he doesn't, Sympathy does. It's not like we have any other leads.
Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Better than nothing.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Well, we know where the Hassie bar is. That's where your girl is. Like I said, I could have made this a whole lot worse, but I didn't. Oh, I don't even want to talk to you because I'm a zap you. I don't like you, Brian. I don't. Give me a second. Computer is dying. Don't die on me, computer. you. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Rah, rah, rah. We're gonna talk to the people. Keith. Hi, Keith.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow. Long time.
Wow.
Who's this?
This is Keith. Nobody mind.
Hey, not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plant I got you alive?
Funny thing about that. Totally.
Really? Nice job. I didn't expect it to last a month.
Thanks for turning.
It's great to see you, though. Sorta surreal, too. You're never around on social sites or anything, you know. I bet you didn't see any of the pictures I put up from my last climbing trip in Colorado. For a tech journalist, you do have pretty poor net presence.
That's what I said.
Hey, don't team up on me.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need.
Ooh.
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere? That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
Oh, I turned it off. Oh, shoot.
It's not much, but it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals. Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Thanks, Keith. Oh.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
Technically, you do. Well, I do like you, and I don't have a ROM of my own yet.
I'll thank you to remember that I am not the same as any ordinary ROM that exists to be subservient.
Oh boy.
I don't like being forced to assert my independence as a unique individual, but I really thought you were above this.
No, not after the way you were talking to me, Turing. Like, we were cool. I was like, you're so adorable. I like you. I was talking good stuff about you, you know. I vouched for you and whatnot. And then you talk to me like I'm trash.
Anyway, this is pretty innocuous. We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Is there another guy as a customer? I see if I can find too many regulars. What's still in here?
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh? Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
Thanks, customer. What about Ramona?
What can I do for you?
I was hoping you had some time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off. What do you want to know?
Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect.
I thought I was the only one thinking that.
And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this rave at some pole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Yikes.
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Can you tell me about VR technology?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input. It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dream-like experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The Direct Link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And since the Direct Link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it.
Why is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers.
Yay.
It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
Yeah.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring. It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for a millennia. Watching the world melt.
Aren't we all?
Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
What's the VR drama about?
Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino, the Yakino at the gates to the deep. In it, you play the magical girl Yakino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean.
Gotta love magical girls.
It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos.
That actually sounds pretty interesting.
All with a pseudo-military theme. In the newest episode, Yakino has to face off against the Yip as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
Wow. How does the VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right?
Yes and no.
Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world. It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over. Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting. It requires you to really get inside the head of another person. I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Sounds exciting. Maybe I'll look it up.
It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know.
Okay, no problemo.
I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama.
Oh, actually, you hit it right on the nail. That might actually be my forte.
Anyway.
I like mysteries. Thank you for your time.
Sure! Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
This should be enough to get his attention.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this.
This was your idea.
Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
We go back and your boy is just laying out on the ground. That's what we're hoping for, right? No. But it could be a possibility. All of our leads have literally either ran or died.
Hey, you two! I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
Oh. I've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful. But let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Has Charlie been having partying problems? Look at this.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Not much of an animal lover, are you, Charlie?
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles.
Oh.
Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Oh.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
I bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Tell them whatever you want.
Ooh.
And I'll be taking that evidence.
Oh.
You didn't have to do all of this.
Apparently
I would have helped if you had just asked. But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever, it started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh, what kind of upgrade?
The technically legal kind. Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right? But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya. He does great work after just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects.
Huh.
It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here, so if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to it.
All these long shots. But at least we're getting somewhere.
If he'll even see you, that is.
No dead ends yet. Thanks for the help.
Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
Okay.
Give it the old Charlie Nova bump.
Yep, totally.
Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us.
Yikes.
Anyhow, I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Yeah, okay. Got anything to say, Sympathy?
I film for my friends. You'll get very little of me.
Alright. Later, Sympathy. You're lucky I didn't put spoiled milk in your coffee.
This looks like the spot. I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
A defiant young wrestler. Oh, these are the wrestlers. Hey, guys.
Our aerodynamic assault will rain down on you from the heavenly skies!
My name has some pretty cool history behind it. We're some badass ladies who'll bomb hellfire on anyone.
Nice.
I think this is the place, but of course it lacks any appropriate signage. Frankly, the state of this industry and the current political climate don't give me much hope for my own legal status when word inevitably gets out about me. Regulation regarding cybernetic implants is a massive intersection between medical and tech industries. I'm rather surprised the Human Protection Act was even passed, but I suppose the possibility of hybrid genetics being passed on to offspring meant there was a considerable push from biotech companies due to patent law, and the laws about cybernetics got tacked on. Never mind. I'm just ranting. This entire investigation has been frustrating.
I can tell.
Let's get in there and get this over with.
Rubbish. Pick it up.
I have 16 different health notifications advising against...
Fine. What about the donut? Take all donuts.
Wait, those are... sure, why not? We're already carrying spoiled milk.
And he remembers that. That's the funny part.
Hold up there, Speedy. I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody. Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
Hello? We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
Who are you?
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
Can we? You sound like a pedophile. For what price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bob buddy here, I see. No, I like you too. You're cool in my book. And since we're all such good friends now, maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal, Formula, first.
Formula? What kind of name is Formula?
You see, I'm a budding street musician. Working on my next big hit. Feel me?
Yeah, sure.
But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right.
Okay.
Maybe you could share a little of your creativity with me and see what we come up with.
Okay, sure.
And it'll be fun.
Okay. Maybe we could try to help you out a little.
Are you sure about this?
Why not?
You know how important this has become.
Okay.
Time is of the essence.
Alright.
You don't have time to not help me.
Ooh, see?
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo-SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out. People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
He got you.
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect. This whole case is life or death.
Huh, kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it?
Yeah, he's having serious mood swings, bruh.
But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here.
Fine, we'll help finish your damn song. Even though I always wanted to. Because, you know, I'm a nice person. Yeah, let's help.
I knew you'd see it my way. All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig?
Yeah, totally.
A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration.
Well, no.
It's gonna be super cred. Anyway, you ready for this?
Let's do it. Wait, let me go get some words. Oh no, yeah, let's do it.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with.
Okay.
You ready? It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
Oh, okay. An elephant ear? Oh, bruh, I don't even remember what you said. My holiday cheer on the old frontier.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of on the old frontier. That doesn't sound right. Oh man, you totally... I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
Wait, hold on. I'll be serious. I'll be serious this time.
Gonna give it a shot?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's help
Here's
you.
the first line I'm having trouble with.
Okay, Kai.
You ready?
This guy really reminds me of Kai.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
Okay, my holiday cheer.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer.
There you go, you feel better?
Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea, thanks a ton.
You're welcome.
Here's the next line. Ready? Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number,
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together.
Inspiration.
If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Inspiration. You want some spoiled milk?
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll let you scan my ID card. Hey, that totally works.
It kinda does, yeah.
Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
I got you, bruh.
A Christmas-themed love song?
What's wrong with that?
Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
All right, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one.
You're supposed to have 4 lines, bro.
This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
Oh.
This is getting embarrassing.
You're so adorable, though.
There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
Here, use my headphones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats.
Oh, it doesn't say headphones.
That doesn't rhyme.
Oh,
oh man. You totally threw off my style.
I thought it was going to say headphones.
I'm going to keep thinking. But let me know if you come up with anything new.
Well, at least I came up with an achievement.
Do you even know how to rap?
Bruh, I thought it was going to say headphones. Any other time it says headphones. I don't think I have anything for you, though. Listen to it on a brick. ID card. Boiled milk. See, it says headphones. So, why didn't it say headphones? Okay. We're just gonna not. I don't know. Look at the garage door guards beside entrance. The thick latch clangs loudly, sending an echo along the alley. Yeah, I don't know what to... Cause the headphones I really thought would have been it.
Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one. This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others.
But
ready?
I don't
Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of... Damn it. This is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now. Alright, now I need your help with...
Oh my god.
This one's been dry. Ready?
I don't have headphones. I mean, I do, but...
This is getting... There's no way to... Don't lose hope.
I do, but like...
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats.
Can you just say headphones?
That doesn't rhyme. Oh man. I'm gonna keep thinking.
Come on, aren't you?
Bruh. I don't know what to say. Maybe I should put the milk on... I don't know. Zap zap. I don't know. It's most definitely a pair of headphones. Am I missing something? Did I not do something? Well, I can't really get anywhere until I talk to him. Isn't that a phrase people say when they do this?
Omae wa mou shinderu.
That's the one. Oh, you're adorable.
This is genius. The contrast of the art's colors to the walls. The way the letters stretch out, not to mention the accented punctuation Who are the junks, and to whom are they unworthy?
I'm not sure. Can I use headphones?
Are those the new model? I didn't know they were out yet. Oh, I've been looking to pick up a pair as soon as... whatever. Consumer trash, same as everything else.
Okay.
I don't handle my own entrance music.
Oh. I'm not sure. Can we listen to the rubbish? I mean, y'all keep saying headphones, but your boy doesn't seem to understand it. Oh! Ew. Okay. It's kind of gross. I don't know, man. He might have to come back. Because apparently he doesn't.
We can't go anywhere until we solve...
Well, what the hell am I supposed to say to the guy?
Alright, now I need your help with just one more. This one's been driving me.
Alright, I'm just gonna use
Ready?
everything I got at this point. Because he clearly doesn't acknowledge his headphones.
This is getting... There's no way to... Don't lose hope.
Here, take a box of donuts.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We could ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
Oh. They were donuts. What? What is this bullshit? Excuse me, but what is this? That was so fake.
He does
that
know
was
those are
fake.
donuts, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Now that's what I call a tasty beat.
Oh, jeez. Get out. You're grounded.
That was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off. Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that...
You're grounded.
On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me?
No, not anymore.
But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Here, you can keep the stones. It was nice meeting you, Four Moolah.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue.
Little Bob Blue.
Hey, that kind of rhymes.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. This is the only time I agree with you for today, Tari. It says surgery in progress. A colossal mess of tangled wire sprawls on the floor. They seem to always have wires everywhere. A small panel on the wall belches out many loose stray wires. Maybe they're for powering the surgery equipment. Lug augments, spine augments, cybernetic arms, all made by the Dynamo brand. The thick, slightly opaque window makes it hard to see the finer details of the operating room, but you can still make out the basics: tables, stretchers, complex-looking surgical equipment, and supply cabinets. Poking the screen causes a ring of color to ripple out from your fingertip. The screen doesn't respond to verbal communications at all. It doesn't even look like its information can be upgraded anywhere but the back end. The screws are practically shredded. The panel casing isn't going anywhere. No, you can't even begin to try to clean this up. The flashbacks of the wall socket behind your work desk are just too much. According to the third and most recent reboot, doing that is how Statica, Empress of Electricity, got her powers. There's no card stock in the world form enough to withstand being wedged in that panel. It worked! Oh! Spoiled milk! For the days! The secret panel inside opens when you pour the curdled milk over it. Someone must have used it as a hiding place because there's also some preloaded with credit chips. And the exact item you need right now. And what is that? It is an affordable fixed-rate mortgage for a new model home in an uptown...
Hey! Are you alright? You blacked out for a second.
What? I did? Oh! Okay, so I got electrocuted. Okay. Or something, I don't know. Excuse me, Shurtons, do you have a moment to discuss our precious Lord and Savior? Oh God, the references. Oh, actually just humans. Oh my God, the reference was great. As soon as the headphones connect, the loud electronic crackling noise startled you and hurt your ears. Cow juice is a very ineffective substitute for a screen cleaner. Pretty sure the screen doesn't even have the ability to scan anything. Oh, I was just joshing. You totally didn't see none of that. This guy's one of the most serious looking people you've ever seen.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop.
We just met Formula. He said we're cool.
Moolah? That guy's a hoot. Keeps out the riffraff and fakers, too. But seriously, where did you hear about me?
Charlie Nova said I should come talk to you.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
Charlie said your name is Nanya. We have something important to ask you.
You are Nanya, correct?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you?
Yes.
A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
We don't need surgery.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
What kind of Charlie exactly? Do you know anything about that? Oh boy, this is really good.
What are you, cops? No, worse. You're journalists. Get the hell out of my shop! I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before? Find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags. We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
How should we do that after you just insulted me, too?
Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Daniel.
Damn straight. Now get out of here!
You might be on the right track with your cops idea. Listen, we don't think you had anything to do with manipulating Charlie's stories.
I didn't!
We were just hoping to get some more background information on the kind of implant he has so we can follow other leads.
Shit. Fine, whatever. I'll tell you what you want, within reason. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that. Just promise me it'll get you the hell out of my shop a little sooner.
Deal. Sorry for this. Our circumstances have gotten serious. We're following anything we can all the way to the end.
There's no way to hack a VR implant like Charlie's. I mean, you can definitely install hostile firmware on one, but you can't just load whatever program you want without the user's knowledge. Any changes to the loaded firmware will trigger some really obvious visual indicators to let you know something's being changed, and those are put in on the hardware level. I've never heard of anyone being able to circumvent them. The only person who could have loaded hostile firmware on there is me. And don't try and go there. I get paid too much to risk my reputation over changing a few blog posts.
What about using the mesh to mess with the implant? Is there some way to change the input remotely?
No, the implant itself doesn't have any kind of wireless connection. You have to use a headset with an induction coil for I/O. Wireless just doesn't have the bandwidth for it. You might be able to try infecting a ROM with some virus that screws with the I/O, but you only use a connection to a ROM for AR HUDs. They can't handle full simulation. You'd need a full rig and a hardline connection to the NET to do that. So, I'd give it a big maybe. If that's actually how it all happened, they probably would have found whatever infected his ROM way before you showed up here to bother me.
Could it have just been faulty parts? Not to be too blunt about it, but this field of expertise is a little disreputable. Maybe your supplier sent you an implant with something fishy preloaded.
Damn it. Look, I get it. I'm working out of an old auto garage on the bad side of town. But I'm a fully licensed cyber surgery tech. This entire business is legitimate. It isn't illegal to install custom parts or firmware in any current generation implants. It just breaks the warranty. My business keeps a low profile so we don't run into bogus patent infringement lawsuits from Flower Cybernetics or whatever shell company they decide to come after you with. All of my parts are sourced direct from the original manufacturer, completely above board. So if they're bad, they were built bad by the factory. Now, is that all? I have appointments to keep.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, Nanya. So you didn't really give us much of anything. What is this?
This is known as a CRT monitor. Almost nobody still uses them anymore. They're very outdated.
This white desk is seeing better days, truly.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do. We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference. Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
I'm not getting your point.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
You can read monitors without actually seeing them?
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have. And the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka.
That sounds flimsy. What's the relevance?
Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention, though, because historically he has been very critical of parallax in his posts. Recently, though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
It might be worth looking into.
Couldn't hurt to check, right? I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map.
Why, thank you, Terry.
After you.
Yeah, because without me, we can't get there. Ooh, it's raining?
This is the building. Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood. Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
The gate is locked. You have to be buzzed in by a resident to get in. There's no front attendant to hear you. Okay, what about you? They're holding a colorful umbrella. Wish you had thought ahead like that.
Hey! Didn't I see you earlier at TMI?
Yeah?
Nice to meet you. I'm Sky.
Hi, Sky.
My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
Oh. Well, let's see. A gorgeous picture window with engraving and crown molding. The design is just slightly worn from the weather and general outside hazards, but it's surprisingly good shape. Oh, okay.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging. That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Again?
What is taking so long?
Once more?
All right, third time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling.
Ding dong.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done. Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves.
Okay. Oh, can you bug me in?
Why do autocabs take so long to get out to this part of the city? Don't they know people have places to go?
Oh, there's a ladder.
Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the second floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window.
Sounds like an idea.
We just need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use. Oh, that's how these things always work. How do we reach that?
A brick?
That isn't entirely a bad idea, but it's not exactly the most elegant method. Don't you think an investigative journalist like you can avoid heedless, brutish flap and find another way?
Hey, it was the only option I've seen. No, you're right. Let's keep looking.
Did you know that palm trees used to be much more common? Almost a city staple?
What's shaking, tree?
I don't think it's coming back.
I'm not seeing any other way turning.
That isn't entirely a bad idea, but it's not exactly the most elegant. Don't you think an investigative journalist like you can avoid heedless, brutish flap and find another way? I still find your methods uninspired.
Look, we didn't break anything.
After you.
I'm starting to hate you, Turn. These apartments get plenty of light, apparently.
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
What's that smell, Turing?
I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down.
Uh-oh.
It's unfamiliar to me. That's better.
Ew, what's that?
Let's take a look around.
What is that? An old greasy bag of to and fro, a fast food chain the state is famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. Ew. Antique web speakers. They use actual wires to connect to the receiver. You fiddle with the That's funny. Be careful if you accidentally disconnect them. You'll never be able to get those things working again. A collection of books about writing on writing good. This Christmas tree might be small, but it has a lot of spirit. It doesn't respond to your touch, and there's no power switch. The ROM just sits there. It appears to be powered down. You hear absolutely nothing. The fancy news feed made of multiple streams on a mesh idly plays on the TV muted. Oh.
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us. I feel like I could scream without him knowing.
Oh.
Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
Hello, guest. Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone.
Oh.
He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
How long has your owner been ill?
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while.
In a while?
Several days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
Is your owner still making blog updates?
He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
When was your last diagnostic check?
I run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software. I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance.
No, that's okay.
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
What a blocky desk. There aren't any drawers or shelves. Don't mess with Shotaro's things just because he's currently distracted. Oh.
Oh no! We're too late!
How long has he been here?
It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer. That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it. You interrogate his ROM. Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Well, jeez.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Shotaro is dead. LJ2.
It shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it. There's no sense in talking to a corpse. It's so gruesome, so tragic. I was never prepared to handle anything like this. I hate this.
Well, see, I wasn't surprised, to be honest. It may be a pocket tree, but don't pickpocket it. This panel controls the lights and air conditioning of the whole apartment. There's no one to buzz in. Also, that would be weird.
Hey!
Hey!
That's better.
I'm sorry. Who even knows the trouble is this? The protocols used by TX have to be sworn around back when this baby was built. A vintage York amp. It has a connector for plugging in on phones. You leaf through a book and create compelling articles. It's really nothing. I mean, I could. You really shouldn't leave your milk with them. Then again, you should probably be walking around with it either. Leave me alone. There's no response at all. You nudge a little wrong, but nothing happens. It can't scan anything while it's powered down. You can't find any way to work the TV. The flat screen is bare, embedded into the wall. Oh, desk. Trying to get to the desk. It's touch sensitive. The entire desk must be on this computer.
I'll start downloading these files. I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer. I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later. If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy, too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
Alright, turn. He's still waiting on his Uber. That's crazy.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco. That close enough?
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
Ooh.
What? Charlie is...
The auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this. Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook. That's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh. Well then.
Oh no! No, 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 no! Why is this happening? There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing! That wasn't even an auto cab! It's a manual!
How is this even possible?
I don't know! I don't know, I don't know, I don't know! That's it! This is too much! I've had enough! I don't care who's controlling the news anymore! Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands! We're not investigating this lead any further. As of right now!
So that's it, you're just going to give up, just like that.
I'm just done! We're completely out of leads, and I can't even imagine watching anybody else die. I couldn't handle that! Perhaps Tomcat is finished going through all of the data we found. Let's head back to the apartment for now.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Home sweet home again. Such that it is. And before you say anything, I don't feel the need to talk over the events of the day. Too much has happened. I've already forwarded everything we rooted out to Tomcat, both Hayden's research and our aborted search into the modified mesh articles. They said they would be over in the morning to discuss our next steps. I'd suggest that we both get some rest.
Okay, I'm tired anyways.
Perhaps things will look better in the morning, but I have a feeling we're going to be even busier than ever. Good night.
Good night. Oh, well, on that note, I am so happy for everyone that stopped by. Thank you. And again, remember, I have a cool little thing happening on April 9th through 10th that I'm possibly going to be trying to do. And I'm going to be working on my project. Again, you can message me on Discord or Twitter if you're interested. I'm going to be posting some updates. So stay tuned. Thanks for stopping by. Later.